Yo, yo, what's going on? How's it going? How's it going? Alright, so, what I'm making right here, what I'm making right now, just give me 1 second. Okay, I can work with that. Is that this monitor? Oh, but it doesn't show, the cursor or whatnot. Hmm. Okay, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Sorry guys, I gotta work on something real quick. Display capture. Second screen. Boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, one more edit, one more edit. Transform. There you go. Okay, so this is my entire screen here. I think it'll be a lot easier like that. And yeah, so what I'm doing right now, and I'm not a professional in any way, shape, you know, I'm not a professional. But and I really don't know how to do any 3D printing. Everything I'm doing, I learned um, doing it right using these applications. So I never read any books on 3D prints and never took any courses. I probably watched about 30 minutes of YouTube videos on it. So that's what I'm doing right now. So with that being said, that's a disclaimer on why I'm doing what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, okay? So check this out. This is what I want to make right here. So I just purchased the other day a electric unicycle that's one wheel. It's an electric wheel, and you just stand on it and you move. It's fun, and I wanted to capture some of the scenery. I'm planning on going to a lot of places with, where I live, there's a lot of hiking trails, and there's a lot of trails that are very scenic. So I want to spend some time on the one wheel checking all these things out. So I didn't look and see if there was a mount made for this thing already, and I was like, I have a 3D printer. Let's have some fun, use the brain cells, use the computer, and make a mount. Make something that's totally original. A little piece of me that I can hook onto the electric unicycle to personalize it a little bit more. Okay, and then maybe if it's good, if I make something that's really good, I'll probably sell it. I'm gonna make a few bucks out of it, why not? But this is what I got so far, and you're gonna laugh at me, but it's probably something for it. So this was the prototype here. The top part is it attaches, right? So this slides into the my electric unicycle has a handle, right? So you can hold it and easily maneuver it around. Let me see if I can fold it up. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking. Okay, so alright, that's it. Okay, so this is only up when you're moving. Okay, so that leans down into that slot there, and you can't really see it, but I think it looks extremely stupid, and it's just horrible. Whatever I make, I'm gonna try to get that handle in there as well. But yeah, that's the handle. So this handle disattaches right here, and that's where I'm making this mount to slide onto that, and you can mount the camera up here, and the camera will be facing straight. Oh, the cursor doesn't show up on here. Hold on. Whoopsie. I got you. Capture cursor. Okay, now this makes more sense. So this is the handle. This handle has a trigger there. You hit this trigger, you can push the handle down and it locks in place. You hit that trigger and it springs up, and it makes it easier for you to maneuver the one wheel, so you're not hunched over. You can just use it, push it around when whatever. So this slots into a part that's there that sticks up about this much. This is an empty tube, so it just pulls out, but there's a screw right here on the top and two screws on the bottom. I want to make this mounting bracket slide right on top of that and use the screws so you can screw it onto it. I'm going to be removing the handle completely and making something that's like modular, where it's going to have a way to adapt and attach other parts. So if I wanted to make another handle, it would be a handle that I can attach to it, and I would rubber cement it or glue it onto it, but it would be different parts. So if you needed another mount back there, I'm just thinking. So that's what I'm creating right now. I'm creating a little sleeve that goes on there with a mount. This is a prototype just to see if it works and just to see if I'm just trying to have some fun with this realistically. Okay, so here's where we're at. This is a representation of the slot. Alright, and I took some notes. Oh, fuck. Let me see if I can find these notes. Where's these notes? Oh, it's a picture. Yeah, so these are my notes here. So the measurements of the part that inserts the male end to this female adapter mount is 12 millimeters by 26.5 millimeters by 33 millimeters long. And then this is just some information that means something to me. It lets me know where to make marks and whatnot. I just realized that I did not take the measurement of that hole right there. I mean, I can probably figure it out if from here to here is 9.4 millimeters. Alright, so this center mark here is 9.4 millimeters, and this distance to this distance here is 4.3. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out, but just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna just go take a little measure. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so I'm back here. So it's 3 millimeter. Okay, so those holes right there are 3 millimeters. So from there to there is 3 millimeters. So I'll show you how I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay, so here's how I like to do this. No, deselect. And I probably do this the craziest way ever, but it's just the way I find it to be fun to do. Try to find out. Hold on. Okay. This fucking monitor, something was moved here. Okay. Edit. And we're gonna split it. And we're gonna pitch it 90 degrees. And we'll keep both. And we'll split. Right? And then we'll do, now we won't paint it yet. So that gives me my center mark right there. So I know that that's the center. And I'll base my other measurements and whatnot on that. Okay. So now, I really don't have to split it that way just yet. And up and down, I really don't have to split it that way. So, just to help me out, I'm gonna paint it. Oh yeah, and those are two parts, top, bottom. Oh, black, no, never do it black. Let's go this color. Boom. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. With the color, I gotta move this fucking camera around. This shit sucks right now. Lifestyle of the poor. Okay, I could probably turn my mic's at a good distance level. I don't know if I'm getting older. I could barely see. I mean, I can see. It's just I have this all set up for playing video games. I've been streaming Call of Duty with the boys. And yeah. Okay, and then down here too, I can actually paint this bottom part. Let's deselect, select this, ungroup, take this. We're gonna paint that. We'll paint it the same color. Boom, boom. Okay, and now we'll deselect, select, and we'll just group that all into one. Now what I found is that it creates a gap in here. So I think you gotta paint them all the same color. At some point, it's weird. I've had that experience where if I don't paint it the same color now, I mean, if I merge it and then paint it the same color, those lines form for some reason. So I think I gotta paint them individually, and then it kind of, I have no idea. It just has happened. Okay, so that's essentially the sleeve, and this is rough. This is another prototype that I'm working on. This is going to be the version 1.2. It's just going to be improved on this. Same concept, nothing fancy, you know. Okay, so check it out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see which one's the back and which one is the front. And that's going to be determined by where I put the first mark. So here. So this first mark here, this is the front. So from here to there to that center is 4.7 millimeters. So we're going to insert custom. And what was those magic numbers, my friend? We're going to make a square that's 4.7 millimeters wide. 0.7, right? And then the height, we'll just do 10. And we'll add that there. And this too, we're going to have to split. And there's probably other ways to do this. A lot of times what I found is that, no, we don't have to split this one, actually. So the computer snaps it in place. And the snapping is usually pretty accurate. Alright, so give or take like freaking cunt's hair. You see that? That's like that much. And I really don't care about that much. Like I could, that's where it snaps. Like that's what it is. Now this is to the center. I should have measured the thickness from here to see, but that's the center, and it's very tight. It's small like that as well. Okay, so then that's 4.7, and now we're gonna make another custom piece here, and this other custom piece we're gonna use a bunch, so we'll make it a few times, and we're just gonna do that 3, and then let's do 15 because that's higher. And we'll hit enter, and this here we'll just put that above. Now same thing, we can move this right over there. Let's see what happens if I go here and pick this up, go here, and let's see if it snaps in place. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it's not snapping. Come on, baby. Okay. Visually, and that's about as much work as I want to put into this. You know, like realistically. Now here's what I'm gonna do to see if that's center. That looks pretty center. The only thing I can't tell is the other center here. So let's just select that. And for that, you see that I would call that the center line here. And I'll just see if it'll snap. Yeah, I think that was a snap it do. And that's pretty center. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that one, make sure it's selected, and we're gonna go with object, duplicate, and we're just gonna move that out of the way. We're gonna pick this here. Well, let's take this out of the freaking way because we're confident with that. We like how that is. Before we do any of that, actually, I should do the center because I can snap this center here to that other one. So let's look at the measurements that I took down earlier. Okay, so here's where we are at with these measures. Okay, so the distance in between this one and that one is 4.3, so it's going to be a smaller circle there, and if I recall, they are tight together. I should have measured that distance in between, but with the tools that I had, I can only take rough measurements, you know. Okay, so let's insert another object, and we're gonna, and what I can do here, I can probably take this one, object, duplicate that one, and then look at the numbers, and the distance that we want again is 4.3, so that would be this one here, and then we'll just do 4.3, boom. And we select the move button, and I'm gonna just go right there. Okay, so it looks very tight, and these are almost, we're trying to be accurate. My measurements were bad, numbers were bad. No, they weren't, because I figured this was gonna happen in this tight corner. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna just subtract both of those. Okay, you get me? Like I'll show you. Okay, so because the only distance that really matters is this distance here, and this distance here can be slightly greater. You know, it really doesn't matter because there's another hole there, but that hole's not used. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Jesus Christ, I almost made a mistake, because look, those holes are not on the same plate. Oh my god, I almost made a mistake. Okay, because if you're looking at this plate here, there's 2 holes in the bottom. These were very, very rough. I didn't take any measurements. I was guessing. I took some measurements, but of course. And then there's a hole up here. That's the hole I'm working on. But there's one here, and the other one's on the bottom. So they might possibly overlap. But that's fine, because look. Oh, you know what? Let me see something. Yeah, 4.3. That's the, let me look at my numbers. That's how you take a lot of numbers to see. So this is 4.3, and then the distance from here to here is 9.4. So we'll take that measurement. We'll do the 9.4. So let's make this into 9.4. Okay, and hold on. Make sure we only have that selected, and we're gonna push this back until it snaps. And we're going with the same thing. So 9.4. I might be being very generous with the 3mm diameter. It might be 2.5. You know, I took a rough measurement very quick. So on the bottom there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trust that center. So let's see if we are center. Yeah, okay. And what we're gonna do with this one, we're going to move that one down. Boom. Okay. Alright, so we have those two blocks confirming that one in that location. And again, I should make these 4mm or 3.5 just to give me a little bit more play. Oh, wait a minute. This is... We have an issue here, Skippy. These are supposed to be 3mm, but they're coming in at 5. It's 3. Accept. Undo. Let's undo that. Let's lock it. And let's do 3. And hit accept. That's still center where it's at. And it does make way more sense. Hey, what's going on? Playing around with the dog. Somewhere along the line I must have made a mistake at some point. Or something. I don't know. You gotta always check your meshes, dog. What's up? You almost screwed yourself. Wow, interesting. I don't know how that happened. Alright, well, we push along and we see after it prints. I won't be able to print this today. It's always, I hate putting it to print because the kids, you know, it makes so much noise. This printer's a shitty one. So, that distance looks good. So now let's do this other hole right here. Okay. Okie dokie. And this one I really can't subtract because I gotta put something on top of that. And this I'm gonna cap off. This prototype's gonna be capped off with 2 little holes in there that I can possibly put something in, insert to mount and glue permanently. So let's go to here. And then this distance right here, that's center again. All my marks were center. 21mm all the way there. So we're gonna take this fat boy, and we're gonna make sure we're there. And we're gonna go 21. We're gonna hit accept. And we're just gonna undo that, unlock that. 21, accept. Okay. And that's snapped from this right here. Very concerning, this distance here. Like, this sticks out here, and this entire... I'm gonna look at this distance because this is 21. Okay. 21. Just got a little bit there. 21. To 7. Here. 33. I did 33. What was 33 for? Okay. 21. I'll say 20. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what else I got. That shit matters. Alright, fuck it. We're gonna stick with our marks, dude. You gotta just trust it, you know. You gotta just see it through. Either you figure it out now, or you see it through. You choose, you know. And we'll take that fat boy, this one, and we're gonna just drop that down to this level here. And now we got this selected here. Now that's the center right there. Okay, so it doesn't look that bad. And that's everything right there. Like if I subtract all of that, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna insert, add, we're gonna insert this plate. And let's see. Just let me take a look at what this is. Stretch. Okay, so it's 33 long. That's fine. So my masterpiece looks like. How funny. Hopefully it works. Okay, so let's select. We have a lot of garbage here, but who cares? And these lips here is what I want to make a little thicker. There was some writings on my list about thickness. I just want to prove that the concept works. You know, that's my main goal right now. My main goal is to be like, does this work? And if it works, cool. Does it make sense for me to make it, or should I just buy whatever's out on the market right now? And we're going to yaw this 90 degrees. Everything I do is in 90s or 40 or 180s or 360s. And it's pretty center, I would guess. I can cut that in half. I was going to make this thicker. It's a lot smaller than the one that I have. And this is the one I plan on using, this little clip thing. I'm not sure if this is the standard. This mount is a 3D GoPro mount, I mean. So it's a GoPro mount. So I don't know if the GoPro connectors are a bit thicker, and the one I have here is in cheap Amazon garbage. I don't know, Skippy. Okay, so this is the front here. So we want to stay true to the front. Okay, we'll just go right there. So that's the front. And the reason why I didn't subtract or haven't subtracted is because of this. So now with this, we make sure that it's unlocked. We're just gonna go up more. And what that's gonna do is gonna give me the hole right there as well. And let's get off of this X-ray view. And it's pretty good. That's pretty good because I have to put a ball there to sink that hole in more. That screw. But let's go with, let's deselect all. Let's go here. And we're gonna just move that. Here. Move that. And we only use those two, right? Oh, look how much more we have to overextend and figure out. Sup, Skippy? Okay. And then with this, I think I can probably go down more at the top. Look how I'm gonna bring that all the way down to that mark and there, because there really isn't any reason. Uh-oh, 9 o'clock. Alright, cool. So let's go. Let's take this. Object. Delete. We're gonna group that together, make it a lot easier for the computer. And then we're gonna edit, subtract. And there it is. Okay. So that's it. I can print this technically and it should work. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to cut this in half going the long way, and I'm going to stretch this out more in here, and then I have to mess around with those brackets down there too as well, so that's gonna be a thing. So let's see what we want to do first. Let's go here. We're gonna do split, and I know there's probably easier ways to do this, I know, but it's just the fucking way I do it. 90. And what we're doing right here, what I'm doing right here is, I'm gonna do that, split. Okay, just okay. It's a bunch of pieces. I'll just unselect that. So these are all selected. What is this? Oh, that's that block over there, and that's that. I'm gonna group that. I'm gonna go to stretchy, and we're going to just boom, right there. And we'll stretch it out there. Right there. I like that. I like that. And I can cut those off. That's most likely what I'm gonna end up doing. We'll go here. And we'll group that. And what I think I'm about to do at this point is I'm gonna merge all of those things together. So all of these items, I'm gonna merge them together, and then I'm gonna recut them. Just because it's about to get very wacky. So we'll go with object. And I'm gonna paint them all the same color. Okay. And now they're all grouped, and I'm telling you, it fucking lies to the computer a little bit. And we're gonna go to merge. And hopefully it merges. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, it's beautiful. Sometimes it crashes. So now we have that piece there. And I didn't merge this top piece because I need to work on this real quick. And I need to increase the thickness of that. And that thickness, I'm going to be increasing it. Plate. I got to do that 4mm. Because this is 2mm. I can come up 2 more. And it'll fit snug. But I'm going to pass on that. It's very complicated stuff. But, so let's see. So this is the front. We gotta. Okay, so let's do this front part right here. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go like. This one's gonna be tough because. Oh, not so tough. Okay. And at this point, to be honest, we're splitting hairs, you know. So we're gonna split that. Beautiful. And the thickness of this Z is 1.97, and we want to get that number up to a total. And it's gotta go down. So I can't pick it up. I have to bring it down more. So that's gonna be pretty easy. So I'm gonna just do this, and hopefully it just grows down here. So we're just gonna grow it. And the reason I'm dragging it is because if I would have just put 3, it would have centered it. Look at that. Beef, boy. That shit is beefy. Okay, so we'll do that. And we'll group that. And we're going to merge that because that's some bulk to it, dog. That's some bulk. Look at that. That's beefy right there. And it's just to have it tighter, snug, because this does have a suspension on it. It's an air suspension, but it's bumpy. So this, oh, here, I'll show you. So look, I like it snaps in there pretty good. See, so look. But you see that? It's no good. So that bulkiness up there will just hold it down. There's other things I can do, but I could just increase the bulk and then that's it. So essentially, right now I'm done. There's nothing else that I have to do. I can put this in the printer, I can get it, and that's it, and forget it. I can streamline it, make it look a little bit more prettier. I can put a fucking logo thing here. There's a bunch of other stuff I can do. This block here, let's get this fucking thing out of here because we don't need it. Delete. And let's see. So since we have that, we know that this sticks out a bunch. Let's see. Let's go on the website real quick. Let's go on Thingiverse. And we're gonna look at we're just gonna click mounts and see what comes up. Okay, so this is what I like to do. I just like to look at what they have, and then I will just I could put a Picatinny rail on there. Little Picatinny, little like a mount for some type of device that I can see there. Maybe I can it already tells me the batteries. Maybe I can get something that tells me the speed. And this is why I think everybody should get a 3D printer, because there's so many things that you can just create. Okay, so none of this mount is not really. Oh, it looks like crap, bro. It looks like my prints. Oh, look, I could put a little animal on there on this side. Little pencil holder or something there. Okay, I wanted to put like a phone holder, like a slot or something that locks my phone in with pressure. Okay, so let's look at this. What are we thinking? Hold on, let's look at let's see what they got for joints. It's not gonna be. Hilarious. Say stuff like this. Ball joints. Let's see what the next page has. Snap. This is very good. I like that. There you go, but this will come apart. Interesting. I like that. Okay. Let's see. Snapping, anything that snaps in. I've seen them have some stuff like this. It snaps in. It's been made. I've seen it made before. I can make it. Oh, look, that's pretty interesting. Very nice. And I know I have it saved in my files. I'm just curious to see what new items they've come up with. Let's just see what they got off the rip. Interesting. This is interesting because this is pretty sturdy, right? And it's a mounting system, so I can, any type of mounting system, you can use it. That's stupid. Interesting. I'm so hungry. Maybe not. Maybe there's nothing. Jeez Louise. It's a lot of time, unless you can print them stacked or something. Maybe a little box, like, But I don't want to print that much. Okay, so we have this and this, and we're gonna group that. And we're gonna, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Insert this right here. And we're gonna make sure it's locked. And we're gonna shrink it down a little bit, just a little bit. We're gonna come here, up, right here. And we're really gonna eyeball that shit. And we're going to object, duplicate. edit, subtract. There you go. And hopefully that's big enough, you know. And then we're gonna take this, alright, and we're gonna fucking pitch it 180 degrees, flips it over. So we're pitching it 180 degrees. We're gonna take this thing and we're going to move it up, move it over, and we're going to, and we'll do the X-ray view so we can see how deep we are, and that's good. It's alright because it doesn't really matter, you know. Once that screw goes in there, the most important part, it does matter some, but the most important part is that the screw's in there, because if this snaps here, it still has all this bulk to hold it in place, you get me? And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come here, we're gonna go to object, we're gonna duplicate it, and we're gonna be happy that it did that like that. And I'm going to line that up right. And we're gonna drop this down here together. I like that. We're gonna move over right there. Select this one, move it over there. I like it, trust it, fuck it. I fucks with it, right? Edit. Ooh, I got too many things. Okay, we have to group, subtract. And I could have went deeper. Let's go a little deeper. Little deeper. Boom, right there. Okay, it gives me very little to play with. Yeah, I like that. Subtract. It looks about the same. That was all centered there. Okay. So, there you have it. That's it. It's the prototype, and we're gonna flip her over again. We're gonna flip her over 180. And we're gonna object, and we're gonna settle her like that. And we're gonna paint this all one color again. Boom, the magic color, the color of love. Love and hip hop. There you go. And we'll hit object, add it, and we're merging that into one solid piece. I think we took care of all the things that we wanted to right now. The next part that I'm planning, the intersection. Okay, hold on. Object copy, paste. Okay. So, okay. Insert cube. I'll go like that. I'm gonna bring this bad boy right here. Okay. And we're just gonna try something real quick. Take that lock off. Fuck that. And intersection would just give me that part, right? I'm trying to see how to. Okay, yeah, I gotta make it smaller. It can only be undo, deselect, select. You always gotta be careful what you selected. Okay, we're gonna view X-ray. Fuck the X-ray. We'll go like this, and we'll go like this. We'll go like this. We'll go like that, and we'll go like that, and then we'll do. And we'll just edit, subtract. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can cut this here. Now what I want to do with this is make a little plug and insert, a perfect insert that fits in the back side of that. And that's all you gotta do. And then I can make a shell around it that snaps in. I can duplicate this, cut a little sliver, and put it on there. Let's do that real quick. We can do that very quick before the day's over. And we'll split. And we're going to pitch. No, we're gonna roll 90. Boom. We're gonna hit this right here. Keep top, keep bottom, split. Okay, and then for shits and giggles, we're gonna paint this different color. There we go. So that's our plug now. Okay, so now this plug will go here, and this is the front actually. So the plug will go right there. So now I'm gonna view X-ray, and we'll just stretch this out just a little like that. It doesn't have to be much, you know, because when you glue it, you put a little bit of glue around there. So let's just make it a solid 3 millimeters is nice, you know, nice thickness to get in there and shit. You know, it's not too crazy. This has to get printed on an angle to be stronger. Okay, so that's in there. So now I'm gonna object, split. We're gonna rotate 90, and we're gonna thank God I left that little fucking piece there. You see that little piece? Oh, beautiful. I'm going to keep both. I'm going to split. And I got this here. Alright. And I'm going to object, duplicate. Alright, and I'm going to stretch like that. And deselect all. Select the fat boy, bring the fat boy here. Okay. And then we're going to deselect. We're going to select this one. We're going to group them, and then we're going to edit, and then we're going to merge it. And let's see. Good, perfect, no problem. Okay, so now here's what we have. We have a joint. That's what we got. So we'll make this joint 15. Oh, undo. Yeah, see, now I'm moving. So this joint here is 5 millimeters. Okay. So let's select this one here. And we're going to just go like that. We're going to stretch that like this. 5. So if it's 5, do some quick math. How much can I have sticking out on both sides? So it's A. So let's say if I make that 5. Give me 1 second. Okay, and then we're gonna go here. What if we make it 15? And I mean, I can make that hollow, you know? Like this build here. And this is just a joining plate, you know? So, yeah, so we'll keep that together. Like, we'll group that, but these are 2 different items. This is the nailing plate. So I can put that in there, and then I can build something else around there. And it's equal thickness, 5, 5, 5, give or take. And that way it goes in there, and then boom. it'll be a tight fit. It will, but and I really don't need this stopper. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can just make that little joint in the middle, and then just whatever snaps right to it. I can hold off on that. It's not really something that matters. We're gonna save this though. Save as. We're gonna save it as STL, and we have the mount version 1.1. This is the same version, but just 2. This is 1.2. So, and we have that saved. And I'm gonna save another one. Save as, but I'm gonna take this fucking thing. Object, delete, save as. Ready. R2P means ready to print. We'll make sure that it's STL. So R to P. Okay. So yes, now we go to. Hold on. We're gonna go to Creativity Slicer, and that's what I use. I'm just gonna see how long it would take, and I can probably put it to print. Hit that open. So there you go. 2 hours and 34. Okay, and that's not the problem. Let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is that if it prints like this, it's gonna break. All the weak spots are gonna snap. And look, it looks pretty solid. I see the lines. You see that? Yeah, there you go. See? There it is. A little chunky. It's fine. I like to split objects into parts. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's gonna crash it. Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna crash. Could it do it? No, very nice. Okay, so that's just a good thing to do. No, that crashes way too much. I'm creating a mount for my a camera mount for the one wheel.
Oh, okay.
So I can mount the GoPro onto it.
Oh, for the helmet, so when you're riding?
Nah, not on the helmet, on the wheel itself. Cause I don't want like a fucking with a camera mounted on like a dork. So yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you. All right. So right there. Let's see. Sorry. Here we go. So what I'm doing is I'm checking the supports and how it's gonna print and make sure that it's flat. I hate those supports on the inside. I'm gonna rotate a little bit more. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think that's the way to print it because it's always flat. How's that overhang? That overhang sucks. So it's gonna print. Here's what I want to see. Let's see when it's okay. So glops over, and that's gonna hang down. I would like some supports there. Let's see. Let's try that. Because I was able to get supports on that, not that layer. Okay, light support, sir. Orange is fine.
He said he's making a mount for it.
So that's a wrap. Alright. I don't trust that. Alright, well, I'm done for today. We have the file. We just have to see how to print it. Even if we make a bracket or something to support it. You know. Just let's see. Normal here, here. What if I go? The biggest thing for me is those angles. Layer.
No, we're not watching that. Give me that.
Okay, so what I like about that build,
We're not subscribing to your cats.
I don't know if I'll be able to make that.
Yes.
This is the way to build it because it starts at a point. Boom, 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 boom.
Sylvia, you allowed it.
I like it.
She's like, no.
Alright, awesome. Well, there it is. That's how you make that. And I could probably cut all this stuff off on the side. That one's a lot bigger.
This one, I
But
have a picture wants to be next.
I could probably cut some fat off of this too. I'll do that tomorrow. Cut some fat off here. Round these out. Cut that there. Put a logo or something there on the side that says INMOTION or something. I don't know. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.